Hello, kings and queens. I'm going to give you a quick full moon in Pisces message. We are moving into a place of creativity where the message I heard is composure over celebrity. And when we think about the word celebrity, right? Somebody who's well known, someone who wants to be well known. And we are really moving into a place where the way that we create has to be more humble than it is egotistic, more than it is overly eccentric, more than it is about being a diva. And when I say the word diva, I'm talking about the most eccentric, egotistic aspects of femininity, right? Because we are moving into a place where wisdom and truth triumphs celebrity. Composure trumps celebrity. And whether you're a man or you're a woman, there are aspects of feminine energy, especially when we are creators that will help us have longevity in our growth versus having failure. And a lot of times, one of the things that someone who is, let's say, very egotistical, very eccentric, very exaggerated in themselves, when we are creating from that place, we at times cannot receive feedback. We cannot receive questioning. And someone who cannot receive questioning, who cannot receive feedback, will never be able to fully grow and advance if they are unwilling to see themselves past that place of vanity. And when I say past that place of vanity, I mean, in order to see past your vanities, you have to be willing to look in the mirror and see the flaws. So the reason why going forward, even people who are coming up to be well known have to be so good at their composure and being in their truth is because that element of transparency is the wisdom that so many people are looking for. That ability to pull back the appearances, right? We are moving to a place that's you can't keep up appearances for so long. If you're somebody who's avoiding, right? If you're somebody who's avoiding revealing their truth, living in their truth, ready to grow, at some point, that resistance to get the feedback, have the questioning, will result in you not having full clarity. But you will come to a place where you might actually combust. You might actually see your creativity not come full term because you are not concerned about wisdom, right? You are concerned about appearance. And a lot of times, right, as we are growing, we want notoriety. We want the vanity. The ego wants so many things, right? The ego wants praise. But who are you as a creator when you can't see who's praising you? When we think about like, let's say like a music conductor with their back to the crowd, as they are creating, as they are in their flow, their back is turned to the crowd and they're not concerned about who's in the oohs and who's in the ahs. But as they gracefully turn around to take a bow as they've created, they receive the applause, they receive the praise. But as in this time, we can't be worried about turning to the audience and looking to see who's praising us and who's putting us down and who's, right? Or else you will always be concerned of the vanities. And we are moving again, like I said, to this time where be open to feedback, right? Be open to the feedback that you receive that is constructive. Anybody who's never willing to question themselves or be questioned, especially by spirit, by those who wish to pour into you, into your craft, into your creativity, will never fully grow. And the truth is, we are all babies in this existence, and forever we are here on this existence. We are forever students. We are forever, the Creator's babies, forever growing. And so in this time, as you are moving into your craft or whatever you're doing, no matter how high you've reached, looking at yourself as a creature, no matter how much you've achieved from a humble aspect, not because you lacked talent, not because you lacked skill, but at the end of the day, it's about putting your growth forward before the praise. Okay? One of the things that, that we have to know is definitely here. I pulled something that says humility means not thinking better of ourselves than we really are, but also not thinking worse of ourselves than we really are. Anytime we have an unrealistic perspective of ourselves, we've lost our basis for healthy relationships because we're not operating from truth. And so again, I'll say, it's beautiful to want to be impressive. It's beautiful to want praise. But at the end of the day, how much will we go to and through just to have praise? We are willing to bend the truth. We are willing to bend how we create just in order to have praise and to impress people. No. So for those of you who are at this time wondering how best to create from your truth. Create humbly. Be open to feedback. Be open to how best you can continue to expand, And again, we are forever children. Keep that in mind, forever children. The moment that we think we have arrived, Spirit has a way of humbling us. And so the best way to stay open to becoming the wise person you want to become is that you are open to constantly giving birth to yourself over and over again, developing yourself, cultivating yourself, delivering yourself time and time again. And that takes being gentle with yourself. That takes at times surrounding yourself with gentle things. And so many times, like I said, we will throw ourselves into this place of harshness because we're wanting to control, right? We're trying to overly control how we're received. We're trying to control who thinks what and who's judging and who's not. Just live your fucking truth. Just live your truth. Allow whatever it is to unfold naturally. If we are living in control, we are taking away that innocence of that childlikeness that's always searching for that sense of freedom. When kids create, they're often searching for that level of freedom. And when we get to that place of trying to control, we move into that addictive place, that codependent place where, again, like I said, we are basing how we create based on how we're being received and trying to control that. So that's my message for full moon in Pisces. Let go of some control this moon as you're creating. Don't overly try to control. Just keep yourself composed. Stay humble. Stay in your truth. There's no need to look to overly impress. Just be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with that inner child. Let it be free. Let it express itself. Be open to feedback. Feedback does not mean we have to ingest every opinion, does not mean we have to ingest every criticism, ingest everything, but be open to it. Because like I said, if we don't ever question anything, we have no need to explore more. And wisdom is found in deep exploration. the willingness to explore, the willingness to say, I don't have it maybe all the fuck together, right? But even in the moments where we lose control, that composure to say, you know what? I may not have it all the fuck together, but I am open. I am open just to honestly finding the best way to find clarity through this. And that's, again, not going to come from an over sense of trying to keep it together, try to be the impressive diva that has everything together all the time, right? Going on a rant now. That's my message. May some of you take something from it today. Some of you definitely need to hear that. So love to you all. Sending you love this full moon in Pisces. Peace.